Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm back again with session number 23 for Final Fantasy XI here. I'm starting a bit late here today as well, so we're just gonna get going. But first, let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. My plan is to hopefully go ahead and finish up Chapter 4 for the Chains of Prometheia storyline. We're going to need to do some ancillary stuff in order to actually proceed here, I believe. And we'll talk about that a bit more in a little while here. But if we can get that done in a reasonable amount of time, I'm hoping that we can start the Treasures of Aturgan missions as well, because I've done some prep work there that should allow us to hopefully go ahead and start the questline at least. And actually we can probably go ahead and do that first here, because we're going to need to go ahead and have a little bit of a waiting time between steps there as well. So let's start off there. In order to get to the Aturgan storyline, we will first need to do a quest that will allow us to actually take the boat to Aturgan, as I understand it. And we need to do that by going to Juno. Let's go and start with that here today. Travel to another home point. Juno, and I believe it's in Lower Juno. So let's head over there and then we'll have a look. Right. So we need to go to the Tenshodo first. Where are we? There are we. We're going to find parcel here. So we're gonna head through, have a chat with Farcel. And hopefully I'll describe a bit more what we're doing after that here. Hello, Farcel. Being part of the Tenshodo means you'll sell your soul for the right amount of gil. Besides, taking risk is good for business, I always say. This time we have got quite a special customer, so we can't go prattling off about the details of their requests to just anyone. Getting wind of such a thing could make our client a mite angry, and we certainly wouldn't want that. That's why I have been mixing up the orders with the random bits of information and giving out mere snippets at a time. Those of you with a sense should be able to put it all together, is what I think. I dare say, I think you may fit into that category as well. Anyway, that's how things are standing at the moment. Well, what do you need? Speak up now. Ask about what? Good for sale? Nothing? Or the third option? We are looking for the third option here. Why, I must say you're even brighter than you look. You got here the same way, didn't you? Lately, people have been strewing about Tenshodo invites like there's no tomorrow, so a lot of Tenshodo members don't know that trick. Of course, me and the boss are on the whole different plane of thinking. Still, the notion of seeing the unseen was one of the main draws of the Tenshodo for me in the beginning. I've got high hopes for you. Right, so that's the first thing. We're gonna have another chat here. Eh? Ah, sorry. I left out the most important part, didn't I? Sorry to leave you hanging there. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, the Empire of Urgan. You want to see the Near East, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. I want to go. We have a third option there as well. But we're supposed to choose I want to go here, I believe. I appreciate your honesty. You know, the ships that Mara used to transport prospective mercenaries to the Near East. If you want to climb aboard one of those vessels, you have to go through none other than the Tenshoda here. We received a request from the Empire herself. Getting those ships to port was a royal pain. We finally managed to bargain a cheap price on some rickety old vessels and you don't care. Sorry about that. A man's got to vent sometimes. Anyway, you should know by now how things work around here. If you want something, you have to bring me something I want first. If you aren't in the mood to scavenge up what I want, you can always cuff up Gil instead. Of course, that would be the quickest. Let's make this explanation brief, shall we? You see, prices are might different in the Near East. Something that sells for a Gil a dozen here might be a luxury item in Otrugan. Jumping straight to the point now. I want you to bring me some common items from this side of Vanadil, and I'll give you the boarding permit in exchange. The more you bring me, the better. I've put together a few lists I'd like you to take a look. I will leave it to you, to which you bring me. Ah yes, and there's skill too, righto. You can buy your way out if you choose. If you decide to go the Gil route, I will need 500,000 Gil up front. That's nothing for adventurers nowadays, right? You can also consider it your price of failure. So, what'll it be? I'll read the list now, so decide which set is in your budget and make note of what you need. So, we're looking for the advanced list here, specifically. Because we've already gotten the items for that, I believe. The advanced list, eh? A superb choice. The items on the list are few, so they should fit in nicely in your bag, but they are quite difficult to come by. You can choose from the following. 1 copper key from a beastman's stronghold. Yep. A testimony. Those ancient scraps of papyrus seem to be quite popular with the collectors these days. I don't know all the details, but apparently there's a testimony for any of the jobs any adventurer can be. Your last option is to bring me chips from Sorsha. I'll need a set of those though. You'll have to bring me a Carmen chip, a Cyan chip, and a Grey chip. All free. That's it for the advanced list. You can bring me any one of the above required requests. But if you decide to bring me social chips, I'll need them in a set of 3. Okay, that's good enough. So let's go ahead and continue. It's going to take some work if you want to go to Artugan, but you cannot get there through anyone but us. So, we've got some options here. So let's go ahead and check our house. So we have a Devoid copper key. We have a handful of testimonies, and I did go ahead and gather together a few sets of ships here. But seeing as we only need one, I think the Devoid copper key is going to be the cheapest option for us. Especially since we can get more copper keys from the Moogle near the Mog House. So if we trade the key to the portal here. Let's see if we... the boy Crust Key. There we go. Exactly what I asked for. Congratulations, we have a deal. Come back tomorrow when I will give you the boarding permit. And don't you worry, because the 10th shoulder is true to its word. So, we will need to wait an in-game day, I believe, to actually grab the permit. But we've got it at least here. I believe you need to zone out as well here. But that's a concern for later, because we are going to head back to Tavnasia. Didn't mean to speak to you. I'm fine, thank you. There we go. Yes, we are heading back to Tavnasia here. Before we continue on with the storyline, we're also going to need to do something else in Tavnasia, but that's something we're going to look into here. Safe hold, home point number 1 should do the trick. Right. I always have trouble orienting myself here. So we're heading to the left as we go in here. And we're looking for someone on the middle floor here. Specifically on the other side, I believe, of the little ringed area here. So we're heading over and we're having a look. And I believe we're speaking to Vaya here. Vaya? Anyway. Hail to the proud and valiant knights of Tavnasia. Raise the pennants and cheer us up on to victory. I am Vaya of the Tavnasian Temple Knights, and who might you be, sir? Do you seek to join our illustrious order? I do. Oh-ho! A fine and spirited reply, my friend. However, the Temple Knights are not currently in need of recruits. Mayhap you would prefer enlisting in the Tavnasian Royal Knights. What say you? Let's see here what we're actually saying here. Would you prefer the Royal Knights? Not particularly. Such a lackluster response. A weak spirit promotes a weak body. Be gone. Oh boy. Yes. Let's have a look here. He doesn't appreciate the no, huh? I do. I would. Excellent. Your initiation into the order will require the performance of a duty. This duty will test your physical fitness as well as your mental fortitude. Go to the lookout platform in the south of Lufay's Meadows and assess the situation out there. You have your orders, Squire. So, Lufay's Meadows, we have the exit there. So we're going to head through and head out. And we need to spawn and fight a notorious monster out there. shouldn't be too bad, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and move on out. So we're heading out here. And we're heading to... Sorry. We are heading to H10. So H is 2 rows over here, I believe. Yep, 2 rows over. And we are at number 10, so near the coastline there. Let's bring our crust out. The reason we're doing this is because in order to continue on through the next mission for the Chains of Prank storyline, you would normally need to be multiple players who have multiple keys. In order to bypass that, we're going to need to go ahead and trade that character for the items we need. And to do so, we need to be a knight. Let's go ahead and jump onto our mounts. I actually purchased a few more mounts from the logging campaign here. We have the tool fair. Big bird. Hard to show off here, I think, but yeah. Pretty cool mount. I'll show one of the others on the way out, and then we'll show the remaining one later here. Now then, let's have a look around. I believe we're looking for the lookout post here, and we're going to be fighting some orcs more than likely, I believe. Maybe I'm in the wrong position here. This seems to be the right one. An orcish stone launcher. Seems to be more than the case here. Let's see. Any question marks anywhere? No. At the top of the platform. Oh, it might be... I see, it might be up here. Yes, here we have a question mark. Well, let's dismount. Let's dismount. We'll have a look at this. Wait, you sense a murderous presence. Yes, hello. Splinter Spine Rockjack. Pretty sure that we're gonna be out-leveling you here. Severely, even perhaps. Sort of an awkward spot to fight in here. There we go. We've looked into the situation and we've taken care of it. Let's take another mount. Let's go to Spheroid this time. We're riding on a small sphere here. And I enjoy how we were just, you know, sitting totally still, floating on. I imagine that you would need to be pretty stable in order to sit on a mode of transport like this. Out of my way, peace. Yeah. We're gonna head back. We're gonna have to speak with our friend Qualifia again here. I think I pronounced his name 3 different ways right now, or so far. But once we've done that, we should be able to continue on here. There we go. Let's remind ourselves later here as well of the mission that we're currently on. Now that you've learned the Worm King's plan, you must travel to the 4th Mother Crystal. Nagmalada has informed you where the stone lies. However, you will need the amulet you lent to Preach before you are to make your way there. I believe we got the amulet again. Maybe we didn't. No, we were bringing a Breach, that's it. Oh, I say. Orcish blood. It appears you have passed your initiation with flying colors. A splendid display. I present you with this gift to celebrate the birth of a new Tabnasian knight. Congratulations. I expect great things from you, Lafayette. Yeah, a little bit of cash. Thank you. Now then. We need to head out to the Misero Coast again. We're going to need to go to G4. I wonder if we can head out for the upper exit here, or the second exit here. See if we are put any closer to that area. Because I think normally we would end up pretty far south on the map. Let's see here. G4, yeah, this seems to be the better exit for this. Let's go ahead and bring out the truss, and then we'll take our final new mount as well. Accidentally interrupted my casting, I see. That's fine. Here we are, everyone's gathered. And then we have the Raz. This is Raz. Go forth, my steed. Snout first. Now then, we need to head up. We need to head further west and further north. I do enjoy the Orcish war machines here. This will allow us to get the home point on the way here as well, which is going to be nice. We're taking further north here. We do have a survival guide up there as well, so let's go ahead and pick that up as well on the way. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any cuts here today. If we have an extended part that seems to be mainly grinder or anything like that, I probably will. If not, let's just go ahead and continue on here, because I think it would be preferable if we could go ahead and upload it in one go. It does save me quite a few hours at the end of the day here, so it would be nice. That's the case. Now let's see if we can find the book. There's the book. Let's dismount. Yes, thank you. We now have book access. Let's mount up again. And head north. Here we go. I believe the exit's gonna be on the other side of the water here. But before that, let's go ahead and grab the home point, which should be here somewhere. Is it on the other side? No, it's here. Is it? Oh, it's down below. Here we go. It tried to hide from me. Yes, hello. Home point number 1. Thank you. We'll make use of that later. For now, let's just leave through here, I think. As we head over into this aquarium. Or what I'm assuming is this aquarium in here. Maybe we can just find the gate. Gate? Gate? Yes, here we go. Iron gate. Proceed onward? Yes, please. So, Lafayette, you have come as well. As Preach described, this is the entrance to the first basement of this aquarium. The way is barred, but I believe Preach holds the key to this dilemma. We must return to borrow her amulet. Hiya! Sorry to keep you two waiting. Lady Preach. I can get us past that door. It's time for us to pay a visit to Divine Prometheia. I did not expect Preach herself to accompany us. I'm amazed she was allowed to leave her confines. Come on! If you don't get a move on, I'll leave you behind. Why do I get the feeling something terrible awaits us? But I cannot let that deter me from my course. We must forge onward. So, we are now inside the aquarium. This aquarium has a little bit of a... Let's go ahead. Goblin footprints. We're not looking for those now. Let's go. Survival guide. That's good. Verify access. Let's bring our friends out. There we go. Thank you. I'm not entirely sure which way we're supposed to go to get to the maze area here. Through here, presumably. Greater Galas, like easy prey. Can we walk past them? Seems yes. A mummy. Okay, those are actually going to fight us here. So let's go ahead and pick up some, or use our oils and oncos here before we move forward. Yes, hello. There we go. I say there we go, and then we didn't kill it. Okay, that should be good enough. That's silent oil. And then we'll tonko. No need to... Oh, I guess we're not going through here. I was gonna say, no need to move through and fight enemies unless we absolutely need to. That's alright then. Let's go ahead and... back. I guess we can flee again yet, I'm assuming. No, we can. The invisible effect wore off though. I guess you can't sprint and be invisible at the same time. That would be a bit silly, I guess. Let's go through here then and see if we are any closer to going right by here. Can sprint though, we just need to do it while invisible first. We should be moving to the southeast, I believe. Then again, there doesn't seem to be many paths here. There's one there, but let's go ahead and move through here. That's a dead end. This puts us into the next segment, I believe. Let's have a look here. I think we got through here. We did. Very good. Now then. We're now looking for former enemies here. And we're gonna kill them for keys. I'm not sure I want to fight these guys all at once. They are easy prey, so maybe. But let's start with this one. Hopefully this should go well. Take the mage out first. Not entirely sure which one to take out next. Monk should be fine. Not giving us very many experience points here, so I'm assuming that we are quite a few levels higher than them at the moment. It's another samurai. Yes. I haven't seen the item we're looking for. Key, rather, so far. Let's see what happens here. Shakado ingot. That's not what we're looking for. Any people in here? Building gate. A little more dark knights. Start off. We're gonna chain quite a few here probably, but at the very least we'll probably find the key we're looking for in that case. Sagittarius Obligar? No. Around here. How are we in? Still half a minute away. That's just dancing edge anyway, I think. It's good enough. There we go. Oh, the red mage. Attacked us. There we go. If we don't get it here, maybe I'll make a cut here and then we'll see when we can actually come back and find the key we're looking for. Send me down. We didn't get a key. Okay. Just to verify that we don't have the key. We don't have anything here. Sagittarius Subligar. Probably not gonna worry about that. No, we do not have the key. Right, in that case, let's make a cut here. I'll come back again once we actually manage to get the key, and we'll continue on from there. So, now, there we go. That's the core Crust Key. Just gonna take this out and outside the marker. I guess I'll take these guys out as well, and then we'll set the marker. we go. Okay, so we've taken out a few enemies here, and I believe we did pick up the key here. Yes. The Coral Crust Key. This is one of the keys that we're going to need. Let's put away some subligars while we are looking at our inventory, I guess. We can put them in here. We should be able to put them in there. Alright. Do we not have mug water number 3? Anyway, let's put them in with the rest of the things here then. There we go. And let's go ahead and be sneaky again. Now that we've taken out the enemies that we need, we're going to go to take out a Notorious Monster spell, I believe. We're gonna head east, and we're gonna head north here, I think. It actually has true sight. Alright. That's awkward. Can we fight it, please? Right. Let's take you out. Right. Let's try that again, shall we? Now then, I believe what we're looking for is going to be here. We have 6 skeletons and we have a door. And we're gonna head in through the door to fight the boss. But let's see if we can take out the skeletons here first. How strong are they? Possible to gauge. Alright. Let's have a look at that here then, and we'll see. Not very strong at all, apparently. So let's take them out. Before we head in, I think we may need to do the, or we should do the same for the door up above. But now let's go ahead and sign here. Terratar, Kermit. Kermit the Frog here. You know what? Why not? I don't think it's a big problem, but let's do it anyway. I like how Vanariel basically grabs a whole bunch of them at once by doing that there. Yeah, I don't think that's strictly necessary for me here now. But if you're more close to the level you're supposed to be here, it's probably a good idea. Take out the territory here. You know what, let's just build our TP here and not waste our... Actually, yeah, let's waste our sneak attack. Trick attack. No need to hold on to it, I guess. There we go. Yes. Now, with that, let's go ahead and take on Kermit here. Casting Bio 2. Sneak attack 6 seconds away. Go. That's Kermit taken care of. And we get Seal and Crust Key. Those are both the keys that we are going to need here. Come on. Can I... go away. There we are. Let's just take them on. Very nice. So, the next step is going to be to head to H7 here. Where we were going to have a key, apparently. But I think we should be able to, first of all, head back out and trade the keys here for the key that we're actually going to use. So let's start off by using our warp ring. I wouldn't have it equipped. I see. Using our warp ring. And a second now. There we go. Very good. Back to Tanasia to trade the key to our friend the knight. And then we'll head back. Amnesia. Point number 1. Yes, please. Now then, let's see if we can properly get this done here. Hello? Why, those are the sea lion Crust Key and the coral Crust Key. Commendable work indeed, good chap. let's trade them to you. Sea Lion Crust Key, Coral Crust Key. To think that someone of your generation would dredge up both sorts of these past relics, I'm thoroughly impressed. In honor of your intrepid character, allow me to present you with this skeleton key. I hope we Tavanesian knights can continue to expect big things from you. And we now have the key item, Temple Knight Key. I'm assuming this is a permanent key item. Yes, indeed. This master key to the sacrarium held by Quelvia may only be carried by chevaliers of purest heart and mind. And that's us. So now we're gonna head back in. We're gonna do this whole thing again and hopefully get to the actual room we're looking for here this time. Again, I believe you need to be 2 players in order to actually do this. If you don't have the skeleton gear, now then. There's Shima Low, nowhere. Next page. Tavanesian Arch. Sacrarium. Yes, please. Now then, let's go ahead and go through here again. And I'm back here. I am now at this aerial maps here, the map we were on before. And here we have 2 interactive bolts called large keyhole and small keyhole. And we can't use them while invisible, so we're gonna go ahead and put the enemies around here. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be too bad. And once we've done that, we can go ahead and try to open the area here. The reason why we can't do it ourselves, I believe, is that the timer for using both keys is gonna be quite tight. I don't think you'll have proper time to trade them both. And even if you did, the actual key we got from these 4 modes here would, I believe, break when you use it, meaning that you would need to find another key each time you would want to enter here. So hopefully now we don't ever need to bother with that again here. Really? Come on. We did get another Crust Key here as well. 1 minute? Oh. One more Black Mage. So you're the one who's messing me up here. Now then, if we interact with the large keyhole, use the Temple Knight key, and the door opens. We can now go ahead again, buy our oils, and become invisible. And we'll see what our next movies here. Let's see here. I believe we're heading for G8, where we'll have a gate and a cutscene. Or not. Yes, territory, so. Ah, boy. Maybe I was looking at for the wrong gate. Let's take them out. See if there's any other doors or anything like that here. Looking at the map, I may have gone the wrong way here. So let's head back out. And let's just hide this time, I think. Should be enough to bypass them, I think. Apparently not. Oh boy. Yes, please attack. Yes, please attack. What is it with me and not getting my attacks off here? Oh boy, this is an awkward position to be in. What? See if we can break away. There we go. Can't we get this thing open? It cannot be forced. You say the reliquarium lies beyond this gate, but what business do you have inside, Lady Breach? Isn't it obvious? This is where we're gonna find Prometheus. Huh? Hey, Lafayette, you're just in time. You can help us open this gate. We're almost at the end of our quest. One moment, Lady Breach. If Prometheus is behind this gate, as you say, would there not be some powerful seal in effect? Oh yeah, now I remember. I think I locked this gate after the war. Locked it? Lafayette, you and Tenson go find the reliquarium key. It's somewhere in the communion hall. Off you go! Lady Breach? Let us begin our search for the reliquarium key she speaks of. She is such a demanding young lady, and I believe the imperious princes of the Far East were hard on their subjects. Right. Let's see here. Outwards. Double back and exit through the large door you entered in. Right. Let's have a look here. Straight across from this door, it's a classroom full of poemers and a question mark at the desk. This is the room at H5 up here. And all 6 of the rooms here have that in interaction point or a interaction point like it, and that's where we spawn the next mob that we're gonna need to look for. So let's go ahead and see if we can find them. First things first, though. Get the Palaniro back up again. Refresh everyone else as well. And we'll go ahead and see if we can go into sneak mode again here. The problem we're going to have here is that we're going to need to become uninvisible when we interact with the point. And when we open doors like this. But I'm not invisible. Oh, it's a switch. I see. That's where we do it. So let's go ahead and open this one. Sneaked in to the end here. See if we can spawn this one without... we should probably find the interaction point first here. It should be stale draft. Is that what we're looking for? I don't think it is. It should be a... I figured it would be an actual question mark interaction point. There we have it. Yeah, there we are at the desk here. So let's start off by taking out the black mage, I guess. Which means we need to take out the monk. And the summoner. And everything. I'm trying to minimize how many enemies we actually need to fight here. At the least, so. I think we have the black mage on us as well here. I'm not entirely sure. Let's fight. I was hoping we wouldn't need to fight all of them at once here, but apparently I did a last job of splitting them up. Yeah, the black mage is definitely with us here as well, so we're gonna need to have a chat with him as well before we are done here. May need to actually go ahead and re-summon our Trust here as well, once we go through. I think the Black Mage may have run out of MP. Capricornus Subligar. Alright. Yeah. That's good. Let's release our trusts. And we'll send them out again, and we'll interact with the interaction point here. And if we don't get the mob to spawn here, I'm gonna go through and look at the other rooms here until I find it. So I may do another cut there for that. So that's well, I think. So yeah, probably have to go ahead and edit this session here, despite my best efforts. Now then, let's have a look. Question mark, question mark, question mark. You open the drawer, there is nothing inside. Alright, I guess we're heading out and we're looking at the next room then. Again, I'll go ahead and fight these enemies and start to spawn the mob until we find it. And we'll come back here in the vault when that's happening. So I'll be right back. Okay. Let's have a look at this one this time. You sense an evil presence. Old Professor Marcial. So this is our target. Let's go ahead and take out the professor as best we can. We do have another ranger attacking us here, but we got the key, so now we need to get back somehow. Okay, let's stack here. Let's finally get to use my weapon skill. That's lots of enemies had to die in order to do this, but we got the key. Now we need to head back to the gate. We came to the room here, but unfortunately I believe there's a one-way drop outside here, so we may need to do some backtracking to get back here. First of all, it's Tonko. Reliquarium Gate. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is the one we're supposed to go through. But maybe it is. Let's give it a try just in case here. The keyhole is damaged. The gate cannot be opened from this side. Okay. That answers that question then. Now then. Let's see if we can find a way back around here. Apparently, I am not high enough level here to successfully sneak past these guys, or they are going to aggro from sound as well. Let's keep that in mind, I guess. Bar next. Yeah. Again, I'm not very familiar with these areas, obviously. This is the first time I'm here. I have no idea how these enemy types normally tend to aggro onto us. Let's go ahead and take out the ninja. I think it's very possible here that we're going to need to head through the first part that of the Root Aquarium here again in order to move all the way around. We'll see how it goes once we head through here, but there should be a way back here. I'm assuming the very left side, because otherwise we're sort of trapped in here. So let's go ahead and use our oil again. In that case, now we'll Tonko again, and then we'll keep on moving. And we are indeed at the top there now. So if we can move all the way back around, see if we can get back to the door. Can bypass these guys here at least. Moves us into the next block, and this should get us down into the southern part here again. Then we can move all the way around. There's a bit of effort here for sure, but we should be able to get back there without too much trouble. Let's just be careful with the Saurus here again, or Taurus, and we get past him without getting spotted. Probably not. Yeah, definitely not here. And actually, that's me. That's all the other enemies. Boy. Okay, there we are. I swear, sometimes the targeting here makes no sense at all. Okay. I even accidentally put on the wrong attack here. Gochan Toto. Right. One more attempt. Oil on. Sneaking gear on. We're getting past these guys at the very least. The territory there. Just looking straight at us. If you could look towards another direction, that would be great. There we go. Any other direction than that direction? There we go. Let me sneak past. Probably gonna have to take these guys out again. Let's start with the black mage, I guess. Almost there. The good news is that once we're back here, we should be pretty much done with the mission here. So, take out you. One more hit on you should probably do it. Let's go ahead and open up. Right. We're going through oils like nobody's business here right now, but let's go ahead and do it. I don't mind going through invisibility items here, but obviously the oils are more annoying since we can't stack them as high. But we are back at the door. We are no longer invisible. Let's have a look. This appears to be some sort of storage room. Can the god of Twilight truly reside here? Huh? Is this the Twilight god Prometheus? There you go. But it's nothing more than a statue. Uh-huh. It was found by some thieves with more curiosity than sense. Lots of people lost their lives before this was finally brought here. I see. I have heard tell that the nation of Tavnacia had strong ties with pirates and other bandit groups. The Tavnacian Cathedral used to buy up weird artifacts all the time to give its researchers something to study. It all began as a search for the Paradise of Legend. You know, the place where those ancient people tried to get to. The thing that ticked off Prometheus so much. It is said that the gods sleep in paradise. The former Tavnacian theologians thought they could go there and asked Altana to remove the curse of Prometheus. If the curse of war and conflict vanished from the world, we would no longer have to fear the threat of the beastmen. But as things progressed, the aim of the cathedral's research shifted. As they continued to investigate the objects left by the ancient people, the theologians realized that the older civilization was more advanced than their own. Even with their advanced culture, however, they were no match for Prometheus. Their city was obliterated. So this is what the elders of the Tavnacian Cathedral proposed. What if they were to invite the Dawn Goddess to cross over into our world? Invite the goddess? But before this incredible event was to happen, Cardinal Meldarion arrived, and Tavnacia was destroyed not long after. Anyway, I found out something that could give Ulmia's grandparent a heart attack. You See that glowing stone stuck in there? If you stand here and do this, you can hear the voice of Prometheus. Lady Preach. So this is a Tavnasian's child known as the Abhorrent One. It seems she caused a terrible accident during the baptismal ceremony. Many of the clergy lost their lives during the incident, and those who survived told of terrifying dreams of the cursed deity. What truly proves the child's damnation is her ever youthful form. That and the rumors of her ability to read people's minds. Why does the new cardinal allow the child to walk freely after the cathedral had taken steps to ensure her eternal confinement? And why bring her here to Sandoria? According to Cardinal Mildarian, the birth of such a child is a sign that our most desperate wish is about to be granted. I speak of the treasure entrusted to Tavnasia. What generations of cardinals have hidden from it in fear, this Mildarian has chosen to reveal to the Sandorian Cathedral. If Tavnasia's treasure is brought together with the holy artifact we hold, the gates of paradise will not long remain closed. Preach, you are a child of destiny. However, your part in this is over. There is nothing left within you. You? Why are you here? You should have met your demise in the city of Altair, along with the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Does this mean the battle still rages? Or do you mean to tell me you fled from the battlefield? Battle? What battle is this? The battle upon which rides the fate of the world. The image of Prometheus revealed to you. It was your task to travel to Altair and regain that form. At first I thought those Salartian fools were to blame for the spreading emptiness that once again slowly devours Vanadil. Have you been taken by the emptiness? Were you defeated at the last battle of Altair? Was I defeated? Was I victorious? I know nothing of what you speak. How can that be? My own existence is forfeit, but I have saved that which must be protected. Welcome to the Hall of the Gods. Hast thou come seeking the salvation of Altana, my child? I seek no salvation. I only wish to know the truth. Doll Maiden eventual, you who resonates with the spirit of the goddess should be able to answer my question. Was I born to carry out the will of the divine Prometheus? Or was I born to thwart his designs? Ah, a most interesting dilemma. Why dost thou think the face of Prometheus is smooth and unfeatured? I don't know. All those who follow the Lady of the Dawn gaze upon her visage. However, none have ever seen the face of Prometheus. He vanished from paradise upon his death. That is why we pray for his resurrection. For his resurrection, and for his destruction. Has your strength returned? That even one such as yourself was overwhelmed. This is truly an unexpected turn of events. Lady Preach seems to have survived none the worse for wear, or at least she appears unharmed. Preach, what in Vanadil's name were you thinking? Why would you ever lay hands on that horrid statue? Have you forgotten the warning of Cardinal Mildorian? That statue has the power to bring out the worst in people. We were never supposed to touch it. Ever. I thought if I was able to figure out what the will of Prometheus, I'd have a better idea what the hell's going on. And I think I've managed to do just that. What the Twilight God desires is his own resurrection, and his own death. What can this mean? Death and resurrection? Why this contradiction? Preach, you have communed with the statue of the Twilight God. I guess I did. Could you truly be... Ulmia, are you afraid of me? Of course not. But Grandpa will not likely... Nay, will most definitely not forgive this transgression. Do you realize what you have done? But you believe me, don't you, Ulmia? Yes, I believe you. But Grandpa... Let us return to the safehold. The air here is stifling. Ulmia? Yes, there's nothing left for us to do here. Come on, Breach. Let's go home. Alright. Have a look around. I'm not actually sure if we can interact with anything here. It doesn't look like it. But we've, at the very least here, gone and seen what we need to do. Getting some more information on what's going on here. Landrose utterings. Appalled that Preach would even think of laying her hands on the statue of Prometheus, the elder Despachier has called her to his quarters for punishment. If Preach is banished from the safehold, you may be unable to retrieve the amulet you need to find the fourth mother crystal. So, back to Tavnace, here we go. I believe I still have the warp ring on. So let's go ahead and grab that. Now then, we have a few cutscenes we need to watch. Let's head up to Tavnacia 1.3. There we go. And so we're heading to Spashier's room. I believe it's the southern side here. Let's have a look. Indeed. Cutscene. She spoke with the abhorrent god of chaos. What more evidence do we need? It all makes sense now. Why else would Bahamut choose Tavnacia as his place of return? It is all because of this girl. She is the origin of all our troubles. Perhaps it is even her fault that the beastmen first converged on Taphnasia 20 years ago. Grandpère, it is unfair to blame Preach for all of Thanasia's misfortunes. It is because Preach's heart is pure. That is why she was not controlled by the evil after touching the statue of Prometheia. She only did such a foolish thing to save our nation. Why can't you understand this? Save our nation? How am I to believe this after what I have seen? If the Marquisate remained, the cathedral theologians would have discovered the true reason behind this child's existence and the terrible things she is planning. Forgive me, Altana. I should have revealed everything to Nagmolada. It was my mistake to conceal what I knew to protect our city's image. He could have possibly led us to the truth about the true intentions of the abhorrent one. Grandpère, have you forgotten what the Cardinal Mildarion told us? She told us Prish may have been born the abhorrent one, but she was reborn through the power of Altana. And perhaps we should question the loyalty of Mildarion Sikilome as well. What were her true intentions? I have recently heard rumors that the Sandorian Cathedral is attempting to capture her. Who would have told you such things? Who the hell are you? Let me introduce myself. My name is Laurence and Mistal. I have been listening to your exchange for the past few moments. This knight has been dispatched by the order of the Sandorian Cathedral to search out the missing Cardinal Mildarion. He arrived here via the Duchy airship. Laurence. I recall hearing that name once when I visited Sandoria. Ah, you must be the one who visited Madame Hinari. So, you are already aware of the details of my mission. At the close of the Great War over 20 years ago, the cathedral reliquary was robbed. Mildarion Sigilomeo is believed to have been involved in the theft of a large number of scrolls and scriptures. It is said that this loss ultimately drove the reigning Papsk, Nushavet P. Kushire, to his death. This is why the Sandorian Cathedral is adamant in locating the Cardinal. Miss Mildarion, you've got to be kidding! I know neither of her guilt nor innocence, and that is why I have been searching for anyone who remembers her. It looks as if I finally found someone who can give me some useful information. Let me take the girl. I can see that her presence has been quite a burden on you and your people. Well, if this is what the cathedral desires, I am not one to stand in its way. Grandpère! Ulmia, don't worry. I was beginning to think that it's about time everybody learned the truth. I've got to do something, or people will continue to doubt and hate me. Preach, but... Hey, Laurence. As much as I'd like to take you up on your offer of free cuisine to the kingdom, of a free cruise to the kingdom, I'm gonna have to pass. I gotta go to the Northlands with these guys before I can do anything else. Like they say, a promise is a promise. Yes, we must hurry to the Northlands to assist the Junoan diplomat Nagmolada. The future of Anadil rides on this crucial mission. I understand your orders, Sir Laurence, but there are more important issues we must first address. You're working with Nagmolada. I see. I offer you this suggestion. Come to my airship and tell me what you know of Cardinal Mildarion. When you have answered all my questions, I shall personally fly you to the Northlands. Can I assume that I, too, am welcome to aboard your ship? As a messenger from the Far Eastern Dynasty, I request an audience with the Royales. There we go. Understood. I will be waiting at the Sea Lion's den. Lady Preach, I am pleased to find out that you are a woman of understanding. Now make your goodbyes and hurry to the docks. To the docks, huh? Yeah, it's still the same mission. Let's head back out. Grandpa suddenly fell in my estimation there a little bit. We're gonna go to the bottom floor, I believe, and we're gonna go into the sea lions den. Now then. Here, number 2. No, thank you. Number 2. Yes, please. So I believe this southern side here probably will get us to the sea lions den. Let's have a look. Yes, indeed. Question becomes, where exactly do we need to go to board? Maybe interacting with the gate here will do enough. Seems so. We will be departing shortly for the Centaurian Cathedral aboard Sir Laurent's airship. I asked if you might accompany us, but they answered me with a hearty no. However, you need not worry, Lafayette. I will not take an eye off of Lady Preach. And if by chance Sandoria breaks its promise and refuses to release her, I will do everything in my power to rescue the fair lady. However, if there is one thing we must worry about, it is the amount of time we are losing with all this sidetracking. We can only hope the boy is not too far ahead of us. The ship is about to leave. Let us board. Where's Lady Wilmia? Is she not accompanying us? I spoke with Ulmia earlier and do not feel that she possesses any information of use to the kingdom. She is to remain here on this island. The elder Despacher would not even allow her to come to see us off. He is quite worried about his granddaughter, isn't he? Yes, I sense we are encountering much of the danger on our journey ahead. It is better she stays here, for her own safety. So she's not coming. I guess that means I'll never see her again. Lady Preach, we all walk different paths in life. However, if those paths point in the same direction, there is good chance that they will cross once again. Yeah, but to tell you the truth, I'd rather spend the next few weeks with Ulmia than I will with you. Lady Preach, there are some opinions better left unspoken. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Don't go falling off a cliff or getting eaten by a buffalo or anything, cause I won't be around to save your butts. Wait. Huh? What? Take me with you. I still may be of some use. I haven't yet told you of the song I learned from Cardinal Mildarian. I feel that the song may be an important clue into solving the mysteries that lie before us. Interesting. Very well, you may accompany us to Sandoria. Did you hear that? Ulmi and Preach, back together again, on the trail of adventure. Preach, I'm so sorry. You know that I know you already know this, but let me say it anyway. I do not have any of the special powers that you do. There is so much that I do not understand. However, there's one thing I do know, and that is that I wish to travel with you and sing your song. It is you who introduced me to the world filled with song, and this is the only way I can repay you. Thanks, Wilmia. Now, let's get going. Lafayette, we will await you at the Sandorian Cathedral. There we are. Chains of Promethea, Chapter 4. We've got quite a few sparks here. I probably should go in and exchange those. Let's go back home to the stock. But first, let's look at the mission here. The airship piloted by Lograns did not arrive in Sandoria, but ported by stock. How much longer will Nagmolada wait for your arrival at the northwestern tower of Sorsha? I guess we're going to Pasok either way then. Let's go ahead and teleport. Go ahead and warp back home. We're probably gonna need to go to Port Pasok here sooner or later, and that appears to be where the next cutscene is, so let's just warp in there, I guess, and then we'll have a look at that, and then I think end for tonight. Again, I need to do some editing for this piece here, and there he is. Still a lot of things to do if we want to get started on After Gun, so we're probably going to do that next point in time here. Let's go ahead and go to Port Pasok. That's fine. Over here. Chapter 5, The Return Home. Where? Why, this isn't... Huh? This ain't Sandoria. I thought we were going to the cathedral. Smooth move there, Louis. You look all smart and stuff, and you really ought to get yourself a compass. Come on, admit it, you took a wrong turn back there, didn't you? No, we are right where we are supposed to be. Bastok. However, we must have arrived slightly ahead of schedule, as I do not see our welcoming party. Well, that is of no matter. Let us be off to the metalworks. To the metalworks, huh? Who could they ever want to speak to there? Right. I believe the mission here is still gonna read the same. Indeed. So let's just zone into the mog house here. And that will be it for tonight. So, we've taken care of the Chapter 4 mission for Chains of Promethea here. I think we're about halfway through that storyline at this point. And we're probably at the point where I'm gonna go ahead and do some early parts of other storylines here before we continue on, just in order to catch up on those as well. So I'll be back again next time here, I believe on Friday. Hopefully it may take a little of a longer section by then. But either way, we're gonna see if we can start out and get going on the Treasures of Aturga storyline. For now though, this is it for tonight. Thank you all very much for following along, as always. And I hope you have a good time, and I will see you when we get back here on Friday. Till then, have a very good evening, and goodbye.